Greetings, art learners. So, welcome to our first Art Magic. Art Magic is where we learn the secrets of how an artist draws. People sometimes think that drawing is just like this gift or this talent that you're born with, and that is 100% wrong. Drawing is just like learning to ride a bicycle. It is just like learning to drive a car, which you will get to do someday. It is just like anything with practice and guidance and feedback. You can learn to draw just like artists, and then you will also look like you have a magic trick that just poof, you're able to do. Okay, so you're gonna need some sort of sketchbook. And then what we always do is we start with the visual. When we look, we can see who the artist is. So we're gonna be learning about Frank Hansen. We're gonna see that this piece is called Sarah and Leland with Bees. You can see what it was made with. So this is acrylic paint on a building. You can see where the artist's from. So this happens to be in Des Moines, Iowa, and it was created in Des Moines, Iowa. And then we have the world here, and you can see the little dot where it is located on the map. If I can get a picture, I always include a picture of the artist because I think it's fun to know what the artist will look like. Also, we try and toggle. It means we go back and forth between artists who are current practicing producing artists, or if they aren't, they were not very long ago, with art history, artists from maybe a long time ago. And so we want to create that balance because art is constantly being produced around us, but sometimes it's not seen as important only because kind of the really cream of the crop is still rising to the top. So when Miss Russ shows you these current artists, they're artists that she really likes and finds interesting and thinks that you will find interesting too. Okay, so let's get into it. Ta-da! Here is our mural by Frank Hansen. Now this mural, I don't know a ton about the story other than I do know that it is a memory. And so it looks like a little kid memory, doesn't it? And so therefore it kind of has this whimsical little kid feel to the actual art. Now, if you are Frank Hansen or know Frank Hansen and would like to send Miss Russ more information about this piece, please go ahead and do so because every link I clicked on was like down, down. And so all I could find really was the name. All right, let's dive into how to use our sketchbooks. Okay. So you're going to want some sort of paper or sketchbook page, and then right here is where your name goes. So you write Miss Russ. Now this is our first time, so this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal. Normally these will be right around 3. Very, very long ones might be 7 minutes, with the average being 5. Now if you really, really want to, you can hit pause, but otherwise you should feel free to draw with Miss Russ. In fact, if this was a normal Art Magic video where we have been doing it a while, you could have been drawing this whole time Miss Russ was talking. Okay, I'm going to scoot you in so you can see just a little bit better. Okay, so when it's time to draw, this is a sketch. It means we don't worry about erasing, we don't worry about perfection, we're just sketching. We're like quick, 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 quick as we draw. Okay, so I'm going to pick out a line. Now there's no right answer. It's kind of the first line that you see. So I see this line right here. Whoop. So then I go over to my paper. Oh, Miss Russ, you forgot something important. Right here it says day. Yeah, we have to write down that it's day 1. And you can always find that right there. Okay, back to the drawing. All right, so I wrote down day 1. Okay, so now that line kind of starts right here and then it goes whoop. Ah, Miss Russ, I didn't want my line to do that. Oh no, I have to cross it out and start over. I have to get my eraser and I have to erase. Nope. An artist leaves those lines. Artists, when they are sketching, when they are drawing, they always make more lines than they really need, because it's in those lines. Miss Russ isn't entirely sure what she's wanting to draw. Maybe I'm going to make a little mouse creature. Yeah. Whatever is in those lines is where you find the right answer. So when you do something that's wrong, you leave it and you draw in what you wish you had done, and then if you like it, you just draw it darker. And your eye will automatically not see the lines you didn't want and only see the line that you did. Okay, so now I'm going to pick out another line. I'm going to do this one right here because this is the line that the building is sitting on. So it goes kind of like this, about like that maybe. Okay, now I'm going to start speeding up just a little bit because a sketch is supposed to be quick. And again, you can always hit pause if you're like, Ms. Russ, this is my first go with this. I got to slow it on down, Ms. Russ. Slow it on down. And then I'm going to start to draw these lines in here. And I'm just going over the top so that you can see where my line is coming from. Now, oh, Miss Ross, I ran out of room. That's okay. I just let it be. Okay, if I wanted to, I got some like tree action going on in here, right? Or tree action down in here. Okay, but I want to get into the heart of what I'm seeing right here. I'm going to draw some of these windows. I think it might help me remember that this is a building. Oh, Miss Russ, your windows aren't all exactly the same size. Guess what? What are we drawing? That's right, a sketch. I just leave it. I leave it. My goal is trying to record as much detail as I can, kind of as quickly as I can. And it's almost like it's a little game. And you're trying to see how much can you get recorded before the timer stops. Oh, Miss Russ, your building windows are way too big for the size of the building. Do I worry about that? Nope, it's a sketch. I'm trying to get as many details as I can. Okay, now I gotta be like Frank Hansen. He somehow fit this girl inside this space. Her hair's going on here. Oops, that's gotta go down here. I got a head here. The shoulder kind of comes up, goes around that way. Oh, Miss Russ, this part of my building's too big. Well, if I want to, I could move it all over and just draw a darker line and move this all like this. But if I want to make sure that like I can get as much done as I can within the time that I have, then I don't worry about that. I just leave it right there. We have someone visiting our classroom, but we're not going to worry about it. It's like a sketch. Are we going to worry about that? No, we're not going to worry about that. So go ahead and you can either decide to keep drawing in and adding as many details as you want. I'll move out of the way. I'll even get a little closer if you want to be able to see. But don't feel like you have to finish. With a sketch, we're always going to spend the amount of time that we have. And if it means that we don't get everything we see drawn, then that's okay. Happy art making and enjoy learning how to draw details. Because the more details we draw, the better our art gets. Okay, I'll move out of the way so you can hit pause if you want. Bye.